In one of my recent videos, I finally finished building my new office, and today we're gonna be tearing it all down. When I originally built everything, I had it more for streaming, and since I don't really do that anymore, I figured it'd be better to optimize it for filming. And I should be able to do all this today, whereas the last one took me like 4 months. So I bought a few things to add, and we also need to take a bunch of stuff out. So I'm gonna go ahead, show you what I bought, and we will start taking stuff out. So this will still be the backdrop. I plan on keeping that concrete wallpaper because I feel like that looks good, but I really just don't like everything else, because when I film facing this way, it's kind of hard if I want it to be all concrete backdrop to fit in with the shelf right here. It just sticks out too far. So I'm definitely taking that out. And then I also want it to just be a little bit cleaner. I feel like there's just way too much going on right now. And if I take this out and just put some simple kind of aesthetic stuff in here, that it'll look a lot better. So what I bought for this wall is I have 5 of these, and this is like my favorite thing to do, to get prints made and then just buy cheap frames. I think I bought this 5-pack for like 20 bucks. And then the prints themselves were like 30. But usually they're cheaper. I just kind of bought a weird size. And I feel like for 60 bucks, like this is the cheapest decorations you can get that will look good. And especially since I like took these photos, it's just kind of cool to have. So especially if you do video and creative stuff, this is a cool thing to do. These lac shelves from IKEA. I have used these for years. I only bought 2 of the small ones since I think the pictures will take up, you know, most of the horizon of the wall. But I want to have just 2 of these kind of staggered, and that way I can throw some like plants up. And then I plan on putting a big plant in that corner. So that's the plan for the backdrop. I'm gonna go ahead and start taking this stuff out. I feel like that looks a lot better already. All right, so everything's off. I'm gonna go ahead, measure out where I need to put all the pictures. Normally, I would just kind of eyeball it, but I think I am gonna measure out the spacing for the pictures. I also need to do something for like the audio in here, get some like sound panels, because it is kind of echoey. So the shelves are gonna have to wait till tonight when I go pick up some bigger screws. I also need to go buy a big plant for right there. But the prints are up. I like them. I think they look pretty good. So that is pretty much it for the back wall right now until we get the other stuff. So now it's time to work on the setup itself. So let's talk about that. So the biggest problem I have with the desk is that if I want to record, I have to put the tripod right here. And when I do that, I just lose like all the depth because there's not a lot of space. And if I were to bring the desk out and put the tripod behind it, it would just look super awkward. But I was doing a little research and I figured out I could have both. So my plan is, number 1, I'm gonna take this monitor down and put it in the other room. Number 2, I'm gonna move this monitor over so I can have a camera on the desk. And then number 3, I'm gonna put wheels on the bottom. That way, if I want to, I can pull it out. And when I need to, I can then put the camera behind, use this mic to talk if I'm just doing like a sitting down talking video. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this huge thing down and move some stuff around. So we ran into a little problem. The thread on these wheels is bigger than the thread that goes into the desk. So whoever said that these would fit, they lied to me. So I think right now I'm gonna go ahead and run to the store and just see what I can find, as well as buy the other stuff I was gonna buy. And then I will update you guys later. So I'm back home and I'm wearing different clothes because I went to the gym, but we basically found everything we needed. These new wheels do fit. I just tried them out, and then we have a plant and just a bunch of other stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start throwing everything back together. So everything is finished. I added 2 more things. We got this. Oh, let me not touch it. This clock in the background, and then over on the setup, we have this little arm, and that way I don't have to move my tripod behind the desk every time, and it'll allow me to just put my camera up there and be good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and set it up just to show you guys what the angle is gonna look like. So here's how the camera angle looks. A few things I need to add are some sound panels in here because it is kind of echoey. And then on the back wall, I need to get some like the Amaran tube lights just to kind of liven it up a little bit. But overall, I'm really happy with how it turned out. I think this is gonna be my go-to angle whenever I film, you know, just sit down talking stuff. But that is everything, so we will go ahead and do a final reveal. Going forward, I definitely think I'll be using this space a lot more since now I can film in here and it's not just for streaming. As always, thank y'all for watching. Let me know what you think of the new studio, and I will see y'all in the next one.
Have to be the way you say it is. Well, gotta be that way